Hello and thanks for clicking. I welcome you all to Telecom Training. We are continuing the 5G NR videos, and today is our 10th video, and today we are going to discuss about the requirement on minimum guard bands in 5G NR. So the question is there any provision of having any minimum guard band requirement in 3GPP? The answer is yes. We have some minimum requirements of guard bands below which we can't keep the guard band. We have to have certain minimum space for guard bands before we use the rest of the frequency for resource block transmission. So we have two ranges, FR1 and FR2. Today we will discuss in FR1 and FR2 what is the minimum guard band requirement for 5G NR. So before we start, we are very much familiar with this picture. This is the total channel bandwidth from here to here, and this much is the transmission bandwidth. And we have the configuration which we have covered in our last video. So have a look on that video to understand which particular channel bandwidth and which particular subcarrier spacing will have how much NRB, or what is the configuration of this transmission bandwidth. Now let's talk about the guard bands. In 5G NR, the guard bands can be asymmetric. That means we can have different guard band for any particular deployment. For a single channel I am talking about. So we can have asymmetric guard bands in both the ends. We may have 80 kilohertz here and 20 kilohertz here, or 50 kilohertz here and 50 kilohertz here, and then we can have 70-30 also. That can be asymmetric. We can have a larger guard band at one end and a smaller guard band at the other end, or we can keep them same. Now the second question, if we have multiple numerology used, like 5G NR allows us to have multiple numerology in the same radio frame, or we can use the symbol for different numerology, what will be the case? So let's have a look on the second picture, numerology X and numerology Y. That means two different subcarrier spacing. Imagine this will be used for the same symbol. That means for the same symbol lane at one frequency you are doing numerology X, and then some other time you are using numerology Y. That means in one symbol multiple numerology are combined. So in that case you may have, if this is numerology X, so the adjacent guard band area you can keep the minimum guard band as specified for numerology X. And if you have numerology Y and this is the adjacent guard area, so you can keep the minimum guard band requirement that is specified for numerology Y. And one more thing, if let's take one example, let's say for 30 kilohertz for FR1 I am having 825 kilohertz minimum requirement for guard bands. So if I am using 825 here and numerology Y is let's say 30 kilohertz and 60 megahertz channel bandwidth, and this same 60 megahertz channel bandwidth is used for numerology 1, that is for 60 kilohertz subcarrier spacing. So here you can see the minimum guard band requirement is 1530. So you can do one thing, you can keep 1530 at both the ends. Minimum requirement we have to set. We may not go, we cannot go beyond this limit. That means I cannot keep 800 for 60 kilohertz subcarrier spacing if I am having 60 megahertz of channel bandwidth. So I can keep 1530 at both the ends, or I can go 1530 if I am using only numerology Y, okay, 1530 minimum guard band, and if I am using only numerology X I have to keep 825 if I am having same 60 megahertz subcarrier spacing. So that is one example. Let's take another example. Let's say I am using I'm having two numerology in FR2 deployment, frequency range 2 or the millimeter wave range. So I'm having 120 subcarrier spacing and I'm having 400 megahertz of channel bandwidth, and having channel number 2 which is 400 megahertz again with 240 subcarrier spacing. So for 240 400 megahertz I have to keep at least 15,560 kilohertz of guard band. So either I can keep that in both the ends, okay, if I am using both the numerology for a single symbol transmission, and if I am using only one, if I am using only 400 subcarrier spacing for 240 subcarrier spacing for 400 megahertz of channel bandwidth, I have to use at least 15,560 as guard band. Or if I am using the entire bandwidth, only numerology X, or let's say the example here in this case is subcarrier 120 subcarrier spacing 120 kilohertz and the channel bandwidth is 400 megahertz, then I have to keep at least 9,860 kilohertz of guard band. So if we are using just one channel bandwidth with just one numerology, then we can go for the specified numbers. If we are having multiple numerology multiplexed for single symbol, then we have to go for the higher one. Let's say in this case, or in this case for 60 kilohertz subcarrier spacing, whatever the maximum value given or specified for that particular subcarrier spacing and channel bandwidth, we have to keep that in both the ends. So if two numerology, and if this is the example 60 kilohertz subcarrier spacing, I have to keep 1530, or if I'm having just one, I can give 1530 for 60 kilohertz subcarrier spacing and 825 for first numerology, that means numerology X, or here in this case 30 kilohertz subcarrier spacing for 60 megahertz channel bandwidth. So that is all about today's discussion, that how much minimum guard band we have to keep for different numerology in 5GNR. And if you have multiple numerology, then at the adjacent guard band area we can keep the specified numbers, or if we have multiple numerology we have to keep the larger one, and we can copy the same thing for the smaller one, so that we are having the minimum requirement of guard bands. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We will meet very soon with a new topic on 5GNR and 5G interview questions and answers. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself. Till next time. Bye-bye.